What's up guys, Michael the Hairy Gamer coming at you with another episode of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We are in the middle of our recording session for today. I'm starting to go a little bit delirious, but you know, that's just a regular day for me anyway. It just happens a little bit earlier than normal when I spend the day recording. We are 18, well, getting lower and lower seconds from jumping in the plane. Then we're going to jump out, see if we can't kill some people. I don't want to jinx us, but so far in this recording session, we've actually been getting a few kills. By no means are we starring or getting, 4 or 5 kills a game. But, you never know, this one could be the one. Also, yet to get a chicken dinner, not only in this recording session, but at all. But having said that, while it would be nice, that's not what I play for. I play just to have fun. It's what it's all about. It's what video games should be. They should just be about having fun, enjoying what you play. And for those wondering, no. Video games do not make you be violent. Alright, we're jumping out of the plane. We've got someone there. I've already marked the area I want. Mentally. I haven't literally marked it on the map. But I'm heading for... Well, I may not get there. I will now. These few little buildings over here. Orange roof. A little bit of mess in the front yard. There we go. Shouldn't be an issue now. I'm going for the tall one. Yep, I'm going to go for the tall one. Oh, wonderful. There we go. Thank you for There we go. We got in. And we'll take the 9mm just in case. Now, it didn't look like anyone was landing near me, so I can take a little bit of time, I think. Yeah, we'll take the half gas mask. It's a shotgun, but... Three, 4, 5. There we go. And I'll take the compensator. No backpack. I'm in need of a backpack more than anything. Okay. We've got not a great loadout, but I do like having the ump. We'll put it on burst. Head over to this one. Take more bandages. Nothing. Hey, we finally found a backpack. Okay. So red zone started somewhere relatively close by. It's just another level 1 helmet. That's the exact same. I do get confused with the make of the shotguns, because they're identical to one another half the time. Alright, how far have we got to go? Not too far! So we set off into the great unknown. So recently, Karen was working on the couch. As I've said before, we work from home. She was sitting on the couch doing some work, and she thought she saw something at the corner of her eye. And she went, oh, okay, that's weird. And then a little while later, she definitely saw something. And what she saw is a little bit of a problem. So Karen actually saw a mouse. And it's not that, there's no one in the house that's scared of mice as such. So it's not that, it's just you don't, it's one thing to be scared of mice, but it's a completely different thing to have one in the house. You don't really want one running around in your own home. Unless you have it as a pet. We do not. So we've laid down what I do want to stress. Is a humane trap. And I say it is humane because it's a capture and release. Same. Yeah, I'll take another few shotgun rounds. Bandages and a quick draw mag. So it's not a kill trap. It's one where we can catch them. Well, we think there's only one. I haven't seen it. That's not to say I don't believe it's there. I haven't seen it. So I don't know if it's one or multiples. Karen's seen it a couple times. Though I have heard a couple of sounds that could certainly be attributed to a mouse. Let's see, I've been in there. Alright, let's continue. So we've got a mouse in the house, and that's a little bit of a problem. Again, I say problem. We more so just don't want mice in the house. And I'm sure most of you out there can understand that. Again, thought I heard footsteps. Again, not trying to kill it though, we do just want to catch it and then set it free. So it can live its mouse life, just, not in our house. The interesting thing about this is, we don't have a cat. We have no pets. But across the road, there's a family that lives across the road who have lived there as long as I've lived here. Like, I remember them when I was a child. And they've got a cat named Max. I may have mentioned Max in previous recordings, I'm not too sure. But Max loves everyone. He really does. Like, there's very few people he doesn't like. We used to have, there was a mouse in the compost. We have compost. We put our fruit scraps in that, and there was a mouse in there, which is probably the mouse that... Well, it's not the mouse that got inside, and you'll find out why. But that's probably what's drawn the mouse towards the house, is the compost. Anyway, Max spent the best part of a week coming over every day and just sitting and staring at the compost, especially when we'd come out and we'd stir it, because you meant to stir compost to make sure it gets all mixed up and things like that. He would just sit there watching with intent, and eventually he did catch a mouse. In fact, he might have caught more than one. I'm not too sure. But Max goes anywhere he wants, really. If he wants to be somewhere, he goes there. Let's see. Alright, well, someone definitely been in this house. Check the small one first. We'll set up camp in here till the gas comes in. Find out where we've got to go next. I reckon that's where this guy was hiding. Behind this chair, because you wouldn't see him. That's clever. So Max has been inside recently. Not since we've known there's a mouse, but relatively recently. And he has shown no interest with where Karen saw the mouse running. He showed no interest, yet he does catch mice. So I believe that it's relatively new into the house. It's got a way in and out somehow, and it just comes in for whatever it can find. And because we're also not seeing any fecal matter. How about we put it like that? We put it very nicely. Gas is almost here. Don't know how far to go. Damn. We took each other on, didn't quite work out well for me. Should have probably... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what I should have done there. I knew they were there, I saw them running, and yeah, just went in there thinking they'd continue on despite the fact I never saw them move past. Alright, we'll get straight into another one. So Max has showed no interest in the areas that Karen's seen this mouse, so it's very interesting. But yeah, good old Max. Another thing, so we switched about from mice to Max. He's this adorable, fluffy grey cat. Like, he's just a giant fluff ball in winter. He gets his hair cut during summer because he does get hot. Well, we assume he gets hot. He's never said, "Meow, I'm hot." Well, at least not to us. I mean, who's to say what he does in his own home? That's his business, it's not mine. I don't judge. But he loves most people. Like, he'll come over to us, he goes over to a few different neighbours. He's more than welcome inside our house, as you probably understood from the fact I said, you know, he's never showed interest in the area. Karen's seen the mouse. But yeah, he's more than welcome inside the house. We'll let him in and out anytime he wants. We don't feed him. That's the one rule I have, is I don't want to feed him because I don't want him to think we're going to constantly be feeding him. That doesn't always work. There was one time he got a chicken nugget out of the bin. I saw it with my own eyes. He put his hand in the rubbish bin, took out a chicken nugget that was in there that had been cooked in the oven, and then tried to eat it. He was stopped. He probably could have eaten it, and it wouldn't have made a big difference. But I don't like the idea of feeding him. I like him. To me, his people should feed him. I'm not saying they don't. He's a heavy cat. I pick him up. He is heavy. So I'm not saying they don't feed him, but I don't want to. I don't want him thinking food comes from us. Having said that, I can tell you for a fact, not all our neighbours agree with that approach. Some of them do feed Max. I've seen it happen with my own two eyes. I've seen it. There are also the neighbours that he runs over to when they come home. He recognises cars, so he'll come over to us when we get home, but he sees their car and he goes bolting down to their house because he thinks he's going to get food, because they do feed him. So good on me. But he doesn't like everyone. For example, we've got two sets of neighbours, one on the left, one on the right. Our neighbours on the left... by the way, I'm recording this in my games room, which is right up against the wall, it's an outside wall very close to the fence of our neighbours on the right, so they may be able to hear me talk. Which, if you are, hi, sorry, and I'm sorry in advance. Because, so our neighbours on the left have just recently had a baby. Congratulations to them. I don't think they know I have a YouTube channel, let alone watch it. If they do, hi guys as well. But they recently had a baby, which we hear cry every now and then, not too often, and that's fine. Babies cry, they do that. Max loves them. They used to have a cat who unfortunately is no longer with us. They do have a dog, a big dog named Phoebe. She is so adorable. And Max goes over to them, and Max gets pats. By the way, Max is so comfortable with people. If people walk past, like on a walk around the block or whatever, he is more than happy to sit at the front and get pats. He waits at the front gate of his house for school children to pat him. I am not making this up. He does that 100%. I have seen him do it. It is great to see. It's hilarious. But he doesn't like everyone. There was a time when our neighbours over on the right, who are the neighbours who, if anyone can hear me recording this, it's them, were walking past for whatever reason, or they wanted to come over to talk to either... Jeez, I thought there was a person there. They wanted to either come over and talk about something or whatever. There was a reason. The reason doesn't matter. But Max, he was not happy. He started to actually... Now, I've never seen him hide, but he hid behind us. And to this day, we don't know why. Two-shot shotgun. It's a little bit shit. This is the worst. I don't like the shotguns. This is the worst of the shotguns. So yeah, Max, for whatever reason, didn't want to be around, the presumable father. We don't really talk to them that often. We have our reasons. Now you see why I apologise if they can hear this. If Carrie can hear this, she's probably just going, why are you talking about this? Why are you doing this? They can probably hear me. The reason I am is because I don't care. Okay, so we got nothing in this house. We're going to move on to the next one. But Max is absolutely... Switch to the shotgun just while I'm in close quarters. Oh, that was unfortunate. I probably shouldn't have approached him when I had no ammo in my gun. That might have been the place I went wrong, but considering how long it is, 80, that is the worst I've done today. Considering how long it is taking to get into the lobby, let alone to get into a game, I'm going to call this episode there a bit of a short one. I do apologise for that, but you got to see me die twice. That'll make a highlight reel at some point when I decide to do that. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to me talk about Max Kitten. He is so adorable. By the way, it's MAXX, not just regular X, it's 2 X's. As I said, that is it for me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Every subscription does help me get the channel re-monetized, so it would be a great deal of help if you do. Let me know in the comment section below about any animals you have or neighborhood animals that you love seeing every time you get a chance to. There's so many around here. I love them all. In the description below, though, are links to all my social media. That is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as the brand new subreddit, so make sure you check all of those out. And also links to the store for t-shirts, hoodies, you name it, we have it. Not to mention the 2 ebooks I've written, one about moving overseas and one about video games. Check them out, as well as the Patreon. Okay, that is it for me. I will catch up with you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been Michael the Hairy Gamer. You've all been wonderful, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye!